this should be out any day now. NASA too has promised to find some answers. Let's tell you what we know. Starting with the object itself, what is a UFO? An unidentified flying object, a term that was coined by the US Air Force in 1953. They used it to describe any aircraft they cannot easily identify or explain. Now, this term is fairly new, but the concept dates back millennia. For thousands of years, people have reported seeing strange lights and objects flying through the skies. The first known mention is from 440 BCE in ancient Egypt, when the scrotum ships gleaming in the sun, them, which discards the possibility of them being ships gleaming in the sky. In Christianity, there's a painting depicting the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, which shows two UFOs at the top corners. Neither of the pilots have a halo around them, which discards the possibility of them being divine beings. And in India, the earliest reference goes back to 10,000-year-old rock paintings found in the Bastar region of Chhattisgarh. Archaeologists say these paintings depict UFOs like those shown in films. Now, these references and paintings are proof that UFOs have fascinated mankind since ancient times.
Shalom, shalom. This is Mark. I want to start by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakudash. That one say, Elder Apostle, great man, song, we will teach for, because I shalom to you, brother. This was you, sister, might be tuning in, listening, and learning. And just getting right into it. As we can see, this UFO thing is starting to become more and more hot. You know, the Lord got more and more people learning about it, and it's for good purpose, because we know, things to come in a lot of days. You know, we know the purpose of these chariots, according to the scriptures, you know. We just recently some brothers ended up going to see that movie what's that movie called? Nope. Which they try to put their own little twist on what the Lord's chariots actually is. And brothers ended up seeing a chariot after we came out of the movie theater. Hey man, the Lord's about to reveal to these people what the chariots actually is, man. This is the book of Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying robe. And he said unto me, yeah, flying robe, man. What is that? What is that, man? A saucer. These things in the scriptures, man. All throughout the scriptures. As a matter of fact, it says, and he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying robe. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. Right? And it goes on to say, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth out, forth over the face of the whole earth. Alright? For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it, and everyone that swears shall be cut off on this side, as according to it. Right? So these so-called UFOs have a specific job that they come, forth over the face of the whole earth to do, man. Hey, they call them a curse, man. But it's a curse to them that steal and that swear, right? Which who is the thief, man? This damn devil, man. Coming over here stealing, and these other heathens, man. All, hey, this is a curse that go before, all of these heathens, man, and Jake, these 2/3, man. All right. Hey, when you get in the New Living Translation, it says, then he said to me, the scroll contains the curse that is going out over the entire land. One side of the scroll says that those who steal will be banished from the land. The other side says that those who swear falsely will be banished from the land, man. Hey, and we know you Edomites, man, who blaspheme and who lie, knowing what the chariots is, man. All you fucking elites, think you're gonna put up a challenge against the chariot. Hey, you gonna be banished from the land, like you just said in the New Living Translation, man. Because we know that after 1,000 years, Esau is gonna be, cut off as a nation. But hey, Esau got the Space Force and stuff like that, man. Hey, let's see what type of fight these devils gonna be able to put up, when the Lord come back with these chariots. Let's look at 2nd Ezra chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, and it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that is moved all the ways thereof. And behold, and lo, the man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Right, that man that waxed strong is Yahweh Shah, and the thousands of heaven is those thousands upon thousands of chariots. It's been hundreds of thousands of so-called UFO sightings, man. Hey, these are the chariots of the Lord, man. How many do you think he coming back with? He coming back with thousands, probably even more than that. Really, yeah, more than that. It says, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him. Right? Hey, why these things gonna tremble? Right? Revelation chapter 1 and verse 7. It says, behold, he cometh with clouds. That's spirit. We just read that. The thousands of heaven, right? And every eye shall see him, right? And it said, all things tremble which were seen under him. Let's read this one more time. Revelation chapter 1 verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. Yeah, so you fucking devils gotta fucking pay, man. Everything trembled that seen him, right? Hey, the Lord is getting ready to put you don't fear the Lord, you gonna fear him, man. You was about to fear the Lord, man. He coming back with thousands upon thousands of chariots who gonna be beaming people down. And don't forget about the ICBM nuclear missiles which gonna be getting shot over here. And it's gonna be excruciating, torturing, pains of flame, man, like never before, like you never felt before. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen. All right. It says, and behold, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. All right. And that trembling is going to be these nuclear missiles shaking this place as well, man. And whosoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire. Yeah, the Lord is going to melt these people with the chariots, man. All right. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Right, so you're gonna have people trying to hey, in that time, wall of hell, World War III going on, fucking people still killing and eating each other, and all type of fucking rape, robbing, murder, whatever is going on at this current time. Hey, you're gonna have people turn to the Lord with their fighter jets and with their tanks and try to fight the angels and the Lord, man. It says to subdue the man that came out of the sea. Which when it's talking about out of the sea, it's talking about out of Shemayim. Because hey, the heavens towards the sky, that's also waters. But verse 6, it says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it. Right? It says, but I which is talking about the chariot. It says, but I would have seen the region, a place whereout the hill was graven with that mountain. He's describing the chariot as a mountain. That's how big it was. Just it's like a hill, describing how big it was, man. It says was graven and could not, right? Because it was so big, man. He couldn't even see where the chariot came from, cause you know where it came out of, cause it was so damn big, man. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight, cause he gonna put the spirit on them to fight him, man. Right? Even those that pierced him. Hey, man, they ain't gonna want. You think they gonna want to fight against something that they don't even know or haven't trained and battle towards, man? You know, Esau think he gonna do some type of training with the space force, shit like that, man. That shit ain't nothing compared to what he actually gonna have to be faced against when the Lord actually shows his, you know, his coming. Ain't nothing gonna be like the actual battle, man. You can train as much as you want, but it ain't how you gonna train when you ain't, you know, got the specific equipment to train against, man. You know, ain't no level. The Lord hasn't given you the equipment or that upgrade of technology to be able to fight against them, man. He gave you what the Lord put the spirit on them to give you, man, which is this bullshit ass chariots, these fucking stupid ass cars, fucking F1, whatever, bullshit helicopters and shit like that. Hey, man, you think that's gonna be able to stand a chance against the Lord, man? It says, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. Verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight. And lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, right? I'm talking about the flaming beams, man, out of the chariots. The mouth is talking about the chariots, you know, that's gonna shoot out those beams, and out of his lips a flaming breath. Not specifically talking about him actually spitting a laser out of his mouth, you know, but spitting it out of the chariot, man, you know. And out of his tongue he cast out sparks of tempest. Right? It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burnt them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived but only dust and smell of smoke. I saw this. When I saw this, I was afraid. Yeah, kind, you know. Afterwards saw I the same man come down from the mountain and call unto him another peaceable multitude. Yeah, which is the elect, man. Because that's another purpose of these chariots, man. You know, that's another purpose of these chariots. You know, it's to get that other peaceable multitude. You see, this book, let's see. Okay, so bear with me for a second. Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna read verse 3. It says, Revelation chapter 22 and verse 3. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of Yahweh Shah and of the Lamb shall be in it. And the servants shall, let me see. One second, Bible shall bear with me for a second. Specific precept I'm looking for. Damn, it's lucky. Can't find that. Satan. Be on for a second. Alright, here we go. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 31. It says, And he shall send his angels with a great sound of the trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, man. So these angels and these chariots, which are the angels, hey, the angels gonna have the duty of gathering, the elect, man. The elect gonna be beamed up in these chariots, man. Beamed up in a chariot of Yahweh Shah. The mothership, right? Hey, which really is the fathership. But yeah, man. So hey, these chariots is also what's gonna be used for the elect to be beamed up, man. And delivered from these vile bodies. Delivered from this oppression of this damn devil and the captivity. Which we've been suffering for hundreds of years. You see? So hey, these chariots, they have a purpose, man, and it's not to be. The purpose of these chariots is not to be blasphemed and called unidentified. I just fought this fucking devil, man. But they gonna destroy. They gonna be a curse, like we read in Zechariah chapter 5. It's a curse unto the thieves, man. But it's also gonna be the deliverance for the elect, man, for the hope, for the hopeful saints, and for the elect children and women, man. But Lord is doing this edifying through all the episodes. I've given me a spiritual lesson. Till next time, say shalom.